Okay, we're ready to start now. We're on the monitors. You can see all of us here. So this is a teleconference meeting, and good afternoon, and thank you for viewing our December 11th special meeting of the Arcata City Council. The special council meeting is being held as a hybrid meeting with both in-person attendance and teleconferencing access via Zoom. Next is the land acknowledgement. The City of Arcata acknowledges the lands that we are located on and are the unceded ancestral lands of the Wiyot tribe. The land that Arcata rests on is known as the Wiyot language as Gudini, meaning over in the woods or among the redwoods. Past actions by local, state, and federal governments remove the Wiyot and other indigenous people from the land and threaten to destroy their cultural practices. The City of Arcata acknowledges the Wiyot community, their elders, both past and present, as well as future generations. This acknowledgement seeks to aid in dismantling the legacy narratives of settler colonialism. The next item on the agenda is number 2. Please rise if you wish to flag salute with us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Stillman,
Present.
Vice Mayor White.
Here.
Councilmember Atkins Councilmember Schaefer.
Here.
Councilmember Atkins Salazar.
Here.
And Councilmember Matthews.
Here.
All present.
Thank you very much. The next item is 4 is public comment. During the special meetings, public comment is only taken at the beginning of the meeting pursuant to the Brown Act, section number 54954.3, parentheses A. The public comment period provides an opportunity for people to address the council only on items that are listed on the agenda at the special meeting. So if you're in person, would you please line up behind the podium? If you're logged onto Zoom, click and raise your hand, please. And if you're on the phone, press star 9 on your phone and raise your hand. And when it's your turn, you'll be prompted to dial star 6 on your phone. Okay, let's see what the others are. We are taking in-person public comments first and then moving to online comments. We'll not be going back and forth, so that if you're waiting to comment, please line up at the podium or raise your electronic hand now. So please move. Thank you. Our first speaker, please.
And just as a reminder, it's such thing, so if you want to comment at all, anything on the agenda.
Counting down here. Good evening. My name is Shannon Yodowitz, and I want to take a moment at this meeting, to the mayor meeting, to say congratulations to incoming Mayor Kimberly White, and to take a moment to say thank you to someone who means a lot to me and to this community, Alex Stillman. I might cry. So, I just want to say some stuff about Alex. Alex has been shaping Arcata longer than many Arcata residents have been alive. And I want to highlight just a couple of her accomplishments. I don't know why this is making me cry. I feel so stupid. Her list is very, very long, so I'll keep it short. She first joined the city council in 1972, became the first woman ever elected to that body, and served as mayor from 1974 to 1978, and then has kept coming back for more service decade after decade because you're a masochist. Over the decades, Alex has had a hand in some of the most defining things about Arcata. She's helped create the Arcata Marsh and Wildlife Sanctuary, helped establish the county's first public transit system, and protecting and expanding the Arcata Community Forest, and preserving innumerable historic buildings all over town. When people say Arcata has a strong sense of place, sorry, I don't think they realize how much of that is literally because of Alex. But what stands out to me, and maybe why I'm crying, and what I really want to thank you for, is for the person you are. Alex has been giving to this community for decades, and despite the decades, is the most energetic, engaged, and unstoppable person in any room she enters. She's one of the best natural connectors I've ever met. She brings people together, she nudges ideas to reality, and she does it all with determination, curiosity, and warmth. She's always keeping things moving forward. You inspire me, clearly, and you inspire so many others. And even though tonight marks the end of this particular chapter of public service, the council still has you, thankfully, and I hope that you will not slow down because because Arcata is better when you're in the mix. Thank you for everything you've done for this city, and thank you for everything you've brought to the people in this community.
Well, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Our next speaker, please.
Hi, Joel Yodowitz. First, I'd like to second what my wife said. Alex, it'll be the city's loss when you're no longer the mayor. Glad that you're still going to be on the council. Your determination and your spirit, and most of all, your energy kind of defied belief. So thank you very much. And Kimberly, congratulations on hopefully you're becoming mayor shortly later. And congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
Good evening. My name's Joanne McGarry, and I've had the ability and experience to witness everyone on the dais being in that center seat, but for Kimberly White, so maybe that'll change tonight. And I've appreciated all the skills and experiences, institutional memories, and perspectives that all of you have been able to share, both in your capacity as mayor and just as council members over the years. We're heading into 2026, and I guess the word I want to use is urgency. Urgency on so many matters that we're going to need to move through fast, and so I just want to say that whatever comes to pass tonight, recognize that I and many others will be here in this powerful position at the public podium to make sure that we contribute, along with the staff and the council members, to the important matters that matter to us. Okay, so all the best. Thank you, Alex, for your service over many decades, and many times as mayor, I guess. And good luck to whoever moves into that seat. And we will be coming back to discuss important issues like what I'm holding here, which is the ceasefire resolution from March 2024. Performative is not what we want for the future. So I just want to say that. We don't want anything performative. We want action on important matters that affect us deeply. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So for anyone that came late, this is the only time for public comments. So if anyone would like to make public comment, this would be your time. Do we have anyone on Zoom, please?
Sorry, just one moment here. No, we do not.
Okay, thank you. Then we'll close. Did you want to speak? Okay.
I never have time in my schedule to come to any of these meetings, but I'm really glad I'm here tonight because I'm really looking forward to seeing, not that you haven't done great, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the next chapter and the new mayor who's incoming, because I have seen this individual give so much tirelessly, relentlessly to this community, boots on the ground with the people, making changes at the ground level. And I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen in this new session. But I want to thank all of you for your service and the example that you're setting. But I'm so jazzed for you, Kim, and I'm really excited. And thank you for all the hard work you've done so far.
Thank you very much. So with that, I'm going to close the public comment. We'll go to the consent calendar. All matters on the consent calendar are considered to be routine by the City Council and are enacted in one motion. There is no separate discussion of any of these items. If discussion is required, then the item is removed from the consent calendar, and the council members can request that an at the end of the reading of the consent calendar, council members can request that any item be removed for separate discussion. So A, biweekly report on disbursements. Would anyone like to remove this item from the agenda? Okay, may we have a motion for the consent calendar, please?
I'll make a motion for the consent calendar.
Okay, second, please.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor and we have a second. Is there any discussion?
Public comment needs to be called for. We're good.
Okay, so all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Those opposed, motion carries. New business is to elect a mayor and vice mayor pursuant to the Arcata Municipal Code, Section 2020. The city has adopted a rotational process to open the possibilities of each council member serving as mayor once in their term. Based on the rotation, I'm very pleased to move the nomination of our current vice mayor, Kimberly White, as the next mayor of Arcata. And is there a second to that?
I will second that.
Second, thank you. And we have a motion on the floor. We have a second. Is there any discussion on the motion?
Yes, I just wanted to, I think the public did a great job of talking about your commitment to Arcata, which is something that I was going to say as well, but they did a great job. I think your lifetime of service to Arcata might be unrivaled. But even more so, I just want to say that I'm honored to be your friend, and it's through this assignment here that we got to know each other, and I just appreciate you. You are such a generous and kind person, and I'm honored to be your colleague and serve with you, and also to be a friend. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
I will also say that honestly, one of the honors of serving on the city council has been serving with you, Alex. You are, I don't even have words. You're a force.
Well, thank
You're
you
a
very
force
much.
every day. You inspire me and surprise me with the way you bring people together, your ideas, your connections, and I've just been really honored to serve with you. So
Well,
thank you so much.
well,
And
thank-
Kimberly, I'm really, really looking forward to having you as mayor and seeing all the great things that you're going to do.
So it's going to be exciting for you to have become the mayor. And with that, we have,
I want to
We all
say a
have to
thing.
say
We're
it.
all saying a thing, but
Well,
I
you can
just
tell she hates this.
I
So
know. Well, but I want to point out, and I'm going to talk about all of us, so it's okay. It's not just about you, Alex. But as commenters mentioned, right, that you, as they say, kind of broke that glass ceiling of being the first woman mayor of Arcata, and the fact that we can all be up here as a 5-member female council, all kind of representing different generations of people in Arcata, different communities, different areas of Arcata. I think that's something really special, and I thank you for paving the way for us to be able to be up here and do it. And with that, I also just thank you for your institutional and historical knowledge of Arcata. I have sat in the car with you, on a bus with you, at a meeting with you, and have gotten to learn just so much. And I can always just say, what did that used to be? Or point out a building and ask, and you'll know everything about it. And I appreciate that you
thank
can
you.
bring that institutional knowledge to this dais. And so thank you for everything. And Kimberly, I am so happy for you, and I'm so excited that you get to step into this seat and help continue to do great things that we're doing and bring, your passions to the position of mayor as well. So thank you guys, and looking forward to the next year.
so we should, I'm calling for the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, motion
I
carries.
Aye.
So, okay, that's what he wanted. Just a second, we have to change seats.
Right, before I open nominations for the vice mayor, I would like to recognize Mayor Alex Stillman as well. So it is an honor to be following Alex as mayor. Few people have a record of service like Alex. Alex was the first woman, as mentioned, elected to the Arcata City Council and the first woman to serve as a mayor. Alex is first elected 5 decades and started in 1972 and has been serving a 6th term on the council, including terms in 1976, 2006, 2010, 2022, and 2024. Alex is a champion of the arts and local businesses and is well known for supporting local artists. In fact, she was over at an art show right before she came. Small businesses, community events that has made Arcata's downtown vibrant and welcoming. Alex has led efforts to promote green planning, energy efficiency, open space preservation, principles that have aligned Arcata with long-term ecological sustainability and has resulted in projects such as developing the Arcata Marsh for its treatment, the city's wastewater treatment. Alex has inspired future generations of public servants, especially women in leadership, demonstrating that innovative, community-centered decision-making can have lasting impacts. So I'd like to pause for a moment to see if any other colleagues want to add anything. I know everybody has had an opportunity to weigh in, but if there's anything else.
Well, I would like to thank everyone for their kind words and for acknowledging me and my years of service. And now you can sort of add up and figure out how old I am. Just so that'd be one thing. But nevertheless, I really appreciate it. And I love Arcata, and I grew up in a community. My mother always said, wherever you live, you have to give back to your community. And no matter what. And I feel like was a goal. My mother put that in my head, and I feel like I have done that. My father was involved in politics, so I always say that I got a double whammy out of it. And so I've done both. And I really appreciate all your kind words. And I'm not going to stop working for Arcata. So with that, thank you. And we should find it if we have a vice mayor.
All right, so now I move to nominate Council Member Stacy Atkins Salzer as our next vice mayor. Is there? Yep, there's
I
a
will second that on the microphone. Oh, you did
All
it
right.
already.
I did. So you have to watch it. I will be sucking a lot.
All right, so we have a second from Council Member Matthews and a second also from.
But we both seconded, so we're okay.
Yeah, all right. So is there any discussion on the motion before we vote?
I am super excited to work with Stacy again as vice mayor. It's full circle for me. You were vice mayor when I came on to council, and here you are again.
That must be my phone. That's
And,
my phone. Sorry about that.
I just thank you again for your service.
Thank you. And thank you, Mayor White, for the nomination. I look forward to serving under you, and I'm excited for the perspective and energy that you're going to bring to your position. So thank you.
Well, y'all know I'll be leaning into all of you. So, all right, all of those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion passes. All right.
Councilmember
so-
Stillman?
I said aye.
Okay, thank you.
I did. I said aye
All right.
loudly.
So we're going to consider council member assignments to the regional boards, committees, and commissions, and as liaisons for 2026. Annually, the city council reviews the list of regional boards, commissions, committees, and liaison appointments to determine if the council wishes to continue sending the same representatives. Each of us have provided the staff with indications of our priorities and availability to serve on the many boards that we represent. Our combined list is printed here for us on the dais. There are extra copies available in the back for any audience members who would like to follow along. We will do our best to appoint a primary and an alternate to each board, but understand that we all carry very busy schedules. So I'm going to ask the city manager to assist us in starting with the formal joint power authority boards. Please.
Thank you, Mayor White. So I'd like to run down I'd like to do is run down the list of the JPAs first and then the other liaison appointments, and then focus on the areas where there wasn't a clear choice with only one council member who wanted that assignment. And I suppose I could just start from the top and go through them all. So the Humboldt County Association of Governments, there was one person with that as their first choice, and that was Stacy Atkins Salazar. The Humboldt Transit Authority, there was one person with that as their first choice, which was Councilmember Stillman. The Humboldt Waste Management Authority, there was no council member that had that as their first choice. So we'll need a decision, and we'll need somebody to go on to the Humboldt Waste Management Authority where nobody stepped up and had that as their first choice. There was one council member, Schaefer, who wanted to do the Redwood Coast Energy Authority, so that seems like a clear choice there. The Redwood Region Economic Development Commission had two council members with that as their first choice, Councilmember Matthews and Mayor White. And then there was no council members that showed as their first choice of those JPAs, either the Humboldt Bay Municipal Water District, the Humboldt Del Norte Hazardous Materials Response JPA, or the League of California Cities Redwood Empire Division. So we'll need a decision on all of those JPAs. And then we could either stop there, we could go through, I could run through the rest of the other liaison appointments. Arcata House Partnership, there was not anybody who selected that as their first choice as a liaison appointment. There was also not somebody who had their first choice being the Arcata Camelwapa Sister City Project. The Equity Arcata Board of Directors, which needs two. There were two council members that selected that, Councilmember Stillman and Councilmember Schaefer and Mayor White. The Homeless Housing and Working Group, that's an area we have three council members there, and we needed only two. And so we have Councilmember Atkins Salazar, Councilmember Matthews, and Councilmember Stillman, all showing that as their first choice. And then the Friends of the Arcata Marsh, only Councilmember Stillman had that as their selection. So that seems like a pretty clear-cut liaison appointment. And so that's the highlights. I'm happy to help you work through that, but I would probably recommend starting with the Redwood Region Economic Development Committee, where you have two, or the Humboldt Waste Management Authority, where you don't have one. So we need to go from 2 to 1 on the Redwood Region Economic Development and get a selection there, and then figure out who goes to HWMA. That'd probably be the place to start.
Do you mind if I say something? Sure. So I have served on HWMA for the past, I think it's been 4 years, 3.5 years. I've been chair for the past 2.5 years. With my change of jobs, there are a lot of things on Thursday nights that I'd like to be able to do that are my primary job related. I love HWMA. I think they've done an excellent job. It's very interesting. There's a lot of important things coming forward, SB 1383, but I really think that I would like to have a change. I'd like something that's kind of in my wheelhouse, which is economic development. And it's also at a time that I'm more able to do. So I would really appreciate the chance to be able to serve on REDEC.
So that was my first choice, and I've had the honor to serve for 3 years, and I'm happy to pass the baton to you.
I really appreciate that, Kimberly. Thank you so much.
Right. So which one would you recommend that we go to next?
So I'd say that it sounds like we have that one established unless something else changes during the course of the meeting. So right now we'll pencil in Councilmember Matthews for the Redwood Region Economic Development.
And I will say I'm happy to be an alternate for HWMA, just so I can pass on some institutional knowledge. There's a couple things that I'd like to finish up, like the director's annual review. I'm happy to participate in that as well. So I'd like to stay as an alternate for that if nobody has a problem with that.
Okay, we'll pencil that in as we move through the rest.
Okay. So
Well, and with that being then, yeah, Kimberly, would you want to be the primary on that? It seems like that's the only big one that's not covered.
I'm sorry, which one?
HWMA.
And that's the one that I won't be available for because of the time, my other job. I am interested in HCOG, but I am amendable because I know that that is Stacy's first choice.
It is, but Thursdays is one of the the main days that I can meet, and I'm open, doesn't matter which Thursday. So if 4:30 works better for you than 5:30, I can switch to the Humboldt Waste Management and be the alternate on HCOG if that, I know you've asked for HCOG for several years, so happy to switch if that makes this scenario work.
Is there anybody else that wants to weigh in on that? I can make that work. I would love to serve on HCOG.
So Mayor White, just a question. It sounds like we have those three penciled in with some agreement. Can we identify an alternate for Redwood Region Economic Development Commission? Would you want to continue as the alternate on that one, or do we have another proposal for an alternate for
Looks
REDAC?
like Sarah's interested as the.
Yeah,
alternate.
I was interested, and it's a good time. Well, it's actually not going to be a good time for me anymore because I've picked up something new since I last sent this to you. But I guess it's only once a month, so I'd be happy to be the alternate, and I imagine that Meredith probably won't miss a lot of meetings anyway. So
I don't miss meetings.
So should I pencil in Councilmember Schaefer?
yes, I will be the alternate for REDAC.
I'll be alternate if you'd like for Humboldt Waste Management. Oh, you want to be alternate? Never mind, forget it. Does anyone else need an alternate anywhere along the line? Are we all taken care of?
So so right now what we have is Humboldt County Association of Governments. We have Mayor White as the primary, Atkins Salazar as the alternate. We have Humboldt Waste Management Authority with Councilmember Atkins Salazar as a primary and Councilmember Matthews as an alternate. And REDAC, we have Councilmember Matthews as a primary and Schaefer for the alternate. So we need a decision on the Humboldt Transit Authority, which Councilmember Stillman was the only person with that as their selection. So do you want to move
So
through?
we
If
need
we
an
can move from the
alternate?
top to the bottom, or
I mean, I'll just say that I know that Sarah has done an amazing job with the RCEA. I know how complicated those board meetings are and decisions they make. I worked for RCEA for 5 years. I think I have some really good institutional knowledge and background information. I also know that Sarah doesn't miss meetings, but I've been serving as an alternate on RCEA, and I'm happy to continue if nobody objects to say as an alternate on RCEA as well.
But we're looking for HTA.
so
I know,
well
just
we
trying to
could
get the
we
ball
could go
rolling.
out of sequence. So should we pencil in Councilmember Schaefer, who that was her first selection, and there was no other council members with that as their first selection for
Yeah, that
Redwood
looks-
Coast Energy Authority, and Matthews as alternate?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, so that would take us back to HTA, where Councilmember Stillman, that was her first choice, and no other council members had it as a first choice. So we'll need, if you want to proceed with Councilmember Stillman, we can pencil her in, and if there's somebody who wants to be an alternate.
I would be thrilled to be the alternate for that, although I know she probably won't be missing any meetings.
Well, you never know. Anyway, it's at 9:00 in the morning
Okay,
on
so
the first Wednesday of the month, same day as the council meetings.
okay, so I'm hearing Councilmember Stillman as a primary and White as the alternate. All right, so then down to the remaining JPAs,
Do you
which
think we
don't.
should make a motion on those first? And okay,
Okay, so Mayor White, I'm happy to move through the next three, which is, we didn't have anybody selecting those as their first, but we have the Humboldt Bay Municipal Water District, the Humboldt Del Norte Hazardous Waste JPA, and the League of California Cities Redwood Empire Division.
well,
We need primaries and alternates for each of those.
I've been serving on the Humboldt Del Norte Hazardous Materials Response JPA, and it says it meets, well, it does meet quarterly, but it's usually around 12 o'clock, and this says 4:30. So anyway, unless there's a change, it's always in the afternoon, like 12, 1 o'clock. But I would enjoy serving on the Municipal Water District.
I've served on it, I think, my whole term, and I don't think I've ever recalled a meeting being called, but have at it.
Probably won't be.
Okay, so we,
Well,
so-
the hazardous waste does call meetings, and they always are on Zoom.
all right,
Fine to do that if nobody else can. That's fine with me.
so I'm hearing Stillman for the primary on the Municipal Water District and Matthews for the Humboldt Del Norte Hazardous Materials. Shall I pencil those in, Mayor White? Yeah. Okay. Do we want alternates for those two since we've identified a primary? No.
Honestly, I don't think they're necessary. They're so few and far between that.
They really, the same with the,
Okay.
And
At the council's
unfortunately, I have
pleasure,
a
we don't have to
conflict.
identify. We could, yeah. Okay.
I think
Okay,
we'll
we're
be
good.
okay.
I have a conflict, so unfortunately, it sounds like we're good without an
Okay.
alternate.
And then do we have somebody for the League of California Cities Redwood Empire Division?
Well, I mean, Mayor White and I both put it down, and there's room for two people, and it doesn't matter to me which position I'm in. I'm the president of our region, so I'll be at the meeting, so I can be first or second. It's fine with me.
Then I will go first.
So then, okay, you would like to be the primary for League of California Cities, Mayor White?
If
There was
that
some
works.
discussion. That's what.
Okay, perfect.
So we have White and Atkins Salazar.
If the mayor is at those regional meetings, the mayor usually gives the updates anyways, so it makes
That's
sense.
what I was told, so that makes sense. Perfect. Thank
Okay.
you.
We're through the JPAs unless there's any further. Liaison appointments. We'll start at the top. Arcata House partner. Oh, let's see. So the one that appears to be there's 2 seats on the Equity Arcata board, and so we have Councilmember Schaefer and Mayor White on that. I don't know if you want to discuss that one or if we want to make that the selection.
I think that seems like the selection.
Okay.
Perfect. That works for me.
So we'll list Schaefer as a primary and White as an alternate on that one. But you both go anyway. And then what we need, there's 2 that are 3 council members that have designated the Homeless and Housing Working Group as their primary choice. So we have Atkins Salazar, Matthews, and Stillman. So we need somebody to step back.
I'll step back. I don't need to do that. It's fine.
So we have, and is
How
there
about
a-
if, because I think probably Councilmember Stillman will go first on the marsh, so why don't I go first on, we both go to the meetings anyways, but I'll just go first if that's okay with you, and you can be the alternate, Alex, for homeless. No, since you'll be first for the Dune, Friends of the Marsh, not the Dunes.
So I'm hearing primary be Atkins Salazar and secondary be Stillman.
Could you just, I need some clarification. Which one is that?
The it's actually Homeless and Housing Working Group.
Okay. Okay, that's what I circled. Perfect. Okay, great.
Oh, okay. And there's 2 members there, so it's not an alternate. I was looking at our A here, so thank you, Rhea. All right, so we have the Equity Arcata and Homeless and Housing Working Group. Why don't we go next to if you don't mind, to the Friends of the Arcata Marsh, where only Councilmember Stillman had that selected as her first choice. Does anybody want to be designated
We
as
have
an
a
alternate?
meeting right now, but we're here, so I'm missing it. But if I had an alternate, they'd be missing it too.
Would anybody like to be an alternate?
I
for
would
the
like to be
for
an
phone?
alternate if that works for you. She
It
probably
does.
won't miss any meetings again.
Well, I
but-
do miss a lot of them because
Okay.
it just happens like I'm missing tonight.
Okay.
So,
All right. We have 2 more, Arcata House Partnership Board and Arcata Camelwapa Sister City.
well, the Arcata Housing Partnership, I have been going to their meetings. They're on Zoom. I would be willing to continue that.
Okay.
I can be the alternate. I feel like I should pick up another thing.
All right. I'll pencil in Stillman for primary and Schaefer for secondary. And then the last one that we have, I believe, is the Arcata Camelwapa Sister City Committee. The Arcata Camelwapa Sister City Committee.
Yeah, unfortunately, that time no longer works for me. I've really enjoyed working with them this past year. I loved participating in their iBlock party. I think I've emceed it for the past several years, but if somebody else wants a chance, they're
Do-
lovely people.
Do we need to have a liaison for that?
It looks like Sarah has indicated interest. Are you still interested?
I've just done it I did it for like 3 years. So
I'd
I'm,
like to if
you know,
nobody else is.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a tough
And
time
it's a
for
tough,
me.
yeah, it's a tough time for me. My Thursdays are filling up
Thursdays
fast
at
as we're doing
7
this.
p.m.
So
So should we
I'm just
pencil in?
making sure I don't have a conflict. My other one's on the third Thursday.
This is the
Right.
second Thursday.
well, and was this a typo? Was the attends Alex meant to be for Arcata House? Because it says on here Arcata Camwampa that Alex has been attending. Is that
I don't know what that means.
or is that a
Mm-mm.
okay? I,
have
think it
not
maybe
been-
was for
I
the
have
line
not been
above. Okay.
attending.
Okay.
So should we, Mayor White, should we pencil you in for the primary on the Arcata Camwapa?
I mean, is it, I guess I need a little bit of clarification. I heard somebody say that we don't need it.
I asked a question. Do
It's
we
always
need it?
been a liaison assignment, and
need
I
it?
can't, I can't see changing that
Okay.
right now. But
And honestly, there's like times too, like kind of after the I block party, but before they start their planning, where it's pretty light and they don't often even meet a lot, and so it's a a pretty flexible one as well. And
And
just
they meet at a
being
bar.
able to check in
They're
with the
very
group
sweet.
and
Yeah,
help with their
they always
events,
meet at a
like,
bar.
yeah.
And I enjoyed participating this year, so yeah, would be thrilled to be then.
And I can be the alternate.
Great.
so I think that we've filled out all the liaison and the JPA assignments. Is there any that you'd like to read back? I feel like we went through them all and we had consensus.
I would like to then make a motion to approve our council liaison appointments as discussed and as the city manager has written down over there.
And do you need me to read it, or are you clear, Rhea?
I'll second that though before we cheers.
Okay, so all those in favor say aye.
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 I said aye,
Thank
but I
you.
just didn't turn on the microphone, but still I said aye.
Okay, so any final comments? We're good? All right. So, thank you, everyone. We're adjourned.
Do you want to read it back, Rhea? Just you know, you good? We're good.
I can if you'd like me to. I did
I'm
write
good.
all of
I
them
know
down.
what I'm doing.
No, I think we're good.